All right, and now we are back. Now that I have put the proper information into my stream, titles and everything, that looks much better. This is around my normal time. So, welcome back everybody that was here earlier. All the people that were in my Smite stream earlier. You guys were killing it. Where did my... Oh, there it is. I couldn't find my controller for a minute. So we are actually on a really good hot start to the season. We're 5-1. We've outbeat Buffalo twice. We're getting ready to do our second game against the Patriots where we're going to be playing offense. We just did a defensive play against the Bills, and we have an offensive play against the Dolphins. No, we have a defensive play against the Dolphins. We have a frustrated wide receiver. It looks like Denzel Mims. And yes, he is not happy, but I can't promise anything. It's just kind of one of those. We're going to utilize what we can to play. But a few players ready to negotiate this year. Blake Cashman wanted a little bit more money. I do remember that. I mean, he's not a phenomenal middle linebacker, but when CJ Mosley goes down, he definitely fills the gap. Quan Lewis is actually hurt, or was hurt. We could bring back this right tackle. But I'm not going to worry about all that right now. I know what you guys are here for. You're here to see me lose and rage out at Madden. And that's exactly what we are going to do. Is we are going to take on the Cam Newton-led New England Patriots. Playing as only the offense. We are at home, and we're going to go with those Gotham black jerseys. Because I prefer those over the other ones that they wear most of the time now. I also need to set the stream sound just a little bit differently. Just so that way it's not over blaring. Because I know that this game has that habit. No matter what I change my options to, it's very loud. Are we losing frames in the stream too? We are losing frames in the stream. There we go. It seems to be buffering out a bit now. Fast load times. I think if I turn my graphics down a touch, it would probably run a little bit smoother. But I'm not going to worry that much about it. So let's get it going against this New England Patriots defense with Stephon Gilmore. But I did not get a notification about him being in the game and being an X-Factor problem. So I'm wondering if... Nope, he's right there. I see him lurking over there on the right. Alvin Kamara with a good little 2-yard run there, trying to find an opening. Nothing quite there, though. 50th career rushing touchdown. Trying to squeeze in between all the backs here. We get a first. Not much after, but we do get the first down. So we are starting on a really nice pace here. Ooh, and an inaccurate pass by the quarterback there. Why can't I think of my quarterback's name? Fields. Justin Fields. That's embarrassing. I'm going to try to run Alvin Kamara up the gut here. And we're going to make maybe a yard. Not even. We're going to make it right back to the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be a 3rd down. I had Denzel Mims there for a second. Oh, and Mims can't catch that ball. That's going to be a quick 3 and out opening up for us on the game. That was my own bad. I didn't see Denzel Mims was completely open. I was more focusing on if Alvin Kamara was going to get an opening and a big chunk of field ability. And that's going to be a no return there. So let's see what our defense can do against Cam Newton. 5 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, and those are the 3 interceptions he threw to us in week 1, so he's been pretty perfect, or week 2 rather, since then. Let's see if the defense can cause him some disturbance back there. And we are already back on offense. We're going to change up the way we try to run the ball here. Maybe instead of going from the outer edges, maybe try to go through the gut. A little stutter step by Kamara. Alvin Kamara is in the open field. And Alvin Kamara for a touchdown. And that is touchdown number 50 of his career. And he got just enough of a bump through there to get out of the line. Beautiful blocking, broken tackle right there. And that is the first score of the game. And New England unable to capitalize or counter it. Answer it. There we go. Answer it. And back out to the 30. The only bad part about throwing the ball here is going to be Stephon Gilmore. O.J. Howard's got the ball, and he's going to get us a first down off that play action. See if we can get Mims open. Mims wide open. And Denzel Mims for a touchdown. Maybe that'll make him a little bit happier. I feel like we had a breakout player situation too, but maybe that was a few games prior that we were simming through with Denzel Mims. And New England's still not answering our points. We're actually up 14-0. Not able to hold the block there. I mean, we had a pretty good shot on an inside handoff, so maybe try one of them again. They are looking like they're stuffing the box here, though. Ooh, and the tackle and guard getting mixed up and just allowing... Yeah, I was going to say, is that Dante Hightower? Just to come right on in there. Give us no chance. O.J. Howard is wide open, though. He's going to keep himself in bounds. Down at the 26-yard line. Another nice first down by the Jets, and we are driving down the field. Denzel Mims wide open. Denzel Mims going in for another Jets touchdown. So 2 touchdowns for Denzel Mims today. And we just have all day in that pocket throw. No pressure coming in there really by New England. And we got Justin Fields looking like a younger Cam Newton. And New England finally going to answer with a touchdown going into the second quarter. Try to get this running game picked up a little bit. And with a little bit of lag from the whatever was going on there. It doesn't look like it on stream, but there was a little bit delay lag. I do have something in my settings that must not be set right. But it only does it every once in a while. Ooh, and Alvin Kamara almost making a first down on that one. Up to 63 yards on the day. We got Chris Herndon right here. Right in the middle of the field. Wide open. We're going to take those short little passes all day long. We're trying to keep the ball out of the hands of New England. I'd rather not give them more of a chance than they need. Yeah, I see the frame drop on stream. I don't know why. I think I have a visual setting just a touch too high somewhere. But I don't get where it would be at because my graphics card's really good. The 2070. For something like Madden, I should have no problem running, and that's a nice little run by O.J. Howard there. His first run of the day takes him for 8 yards. Stephon Gilmore is honestly just sitting over there on that one side. Griffin wide open. Can he come down with it? He does. The veteran tight end still having a little bit of fight left in him. Just a quick release there by Justin Fields. Get us the first down. Stephon Gilmore finally making his way over here. And not able to really get that ball off. They sniffed out that play action really quick on us. And nothing going on that toss play for Kamara. 2 yards. But now we are in third down territory. Let's see if we can get... Let's go with a slant play here. Got a little confusion. We might be able to get O.J. Howard over the middle if he can get enough separation from those linebackers. Oh, and the interception. I threw that too late. I didn't notice Denzel Mims was there until it was too late. Yeah, I saw him open, and it didn't register quick enough. That was a bad throw on my choice. Cam Newton also has thrown for 2 interceptions to us today, along with the 3 that we got last time we played New England. And they're going to get stopped. Probably running up the gut. We're still in the second quarter. Still quite a bit of time left on the clock. Not quite to a point where I want to run down the clock yet. Kamara bouncing off some guys there. He had about 4 yards. Just gotta watch Dante Hightower right there in the front. Our backup center not even gonna really block Hightower, but we're gonna get Kamara up there. And we drafted this fullback for positions for spots like this where we got these very short yardage situation. There we go, right up the gut. That is a first down. We're going to rotate Jordan Howard out for a little bit here. And no, we're not. We're going to hit the 2-minute warning. I'm still going to play this Jordan Howard toss, though. I want to get him, make sure that Kamara's not getting everything. So that way Kamara's going to stay healthy for us. A nice block there, but just can't get past Dante Hightower. I'm looking for O.J. Howard. We got Denzel Mims! And he brings it in. A nice catch by Mims there. Not happy with how he's been being played, but getting wide open today for us in the spots that we really need him. He's not on that Stephon Gilmore side, so it's really given us a nice little advantage to not have to worry so much about our number one, but everybody tied up and locked in here. And we're going to get in for the touchdown, scrambling touchdown with Justin Fields. I think that's his first rushing touchdown that we've done with him on the season. Having that agile, a little bit more mobile quarterback. And New England's still unable to capitalize. So we're going to actually be looking to start running down the clock here on New England, keeping the ball out of the hands of Cam Newton and that New England offense. And Kamara going to get stopped at the line. Alvin Kamara with a really nice run there. Big opening for him. He's up to almost 100 yards on the day. Like I said, we're trying to pretty much just run the clock down at this point. Make sure we come out with that dub. And all the money we've dumped into the defense has actually clearly been helping today. Jordan Howard out on the field this time. Jordan Howard with an open hole. He's going to take it down to the 8. Let's go. It's this double-headed monster we have for running backs. Get that one nice, quick, elusive guy, and then you get that big-bodied bruiser. And it makes it awfully hard for teams to come up against it and stop it. We're going to try going to the outside here. Looks like Dante Hightower might not be there. Oh no, he's there, and we're going to out-juke him, and we're going to take Alvin Kamara in for his second touchdown of the day. Alvin Kamara showing he was the best free agent we picked up 2 seasons ago. Really bringing a new life to this offense. Getting rid of Le'Veon Bell in the Le'Veon Bell situation. We got to a point where we were able to get rid of them. Lose a lot of that cap room. Denzel Mims open on that replay. Denzel Mims down at the 11-yard line. A beautiful catch and run for Denzel Mims. This game has just about as many real fans in it as the real Jets game did the other day. That Reed Pro really helped. We're going to go for the Reed Peak this time, or the Pro Peak this time. No, we're not. Not with what I see lurking in the middle. And Kamara almost in for a third touchdown. It's going to be 2nd and inches. I think we bring in the big boy. I think we give this rookie fullback his first NFL touchdown right here against New England. And he's just going to power that in there. And that is his first touchdown. We try to utilize those big bodies here in the Irony Gaming franchises. They definitely make a good help when you're going for those goal line pushes. And he just blasted through them untouched. And we stop them again. I'm about ready to start putting in some subs here really soon. 42-7. I don't see New England coming back from this. So we might pull Kamara, and we might pull Fields. Let some of these other rookies get some reps. We do have Marcus Mariota as a backup, so it's not like we don't have a backup quarterback that would be able to throw the ball a bit. Ooh! And a big hit there. They're definitely watching that side really heavily. Kamara with a little hole, bounces off a defender, and gets the first down. I think at this point, what we're going to do is we're actually going to pull out Justin Fields and put in Marcus Mariota. We're going to pull out... I was going to say, I should have 2 rookies. We'll pull out Wallace, and we will pull out Green. I think we'll put Mims in as our number 3. And run with that. We'll keep Kamara in because Kamara has been having a really good... I mean, our whole team's been having a really good day. But we'll give Marcus Mariota some playing time. See how he does as our backup. It's the 4th quarter. We're up 42-7. They're going to need a lot of scores, and we want to get these newer rookies some snaps, and that is a very inaccurate pass for the first pass from Marcus Mariota right away. And another incompletion by Mariota. So maybe not the best calibered quarterback that we could grab, but he's only here at this point just to kind of run the game down. Not being a very good clock manager, though. Not letting Kamara get that ball. And can't scramble. Fumbles the ball. Lewis picks it up, but it's 4th down. And I think we bring back in Justin Fields because that was just a poor excuse for Marcus Mariota there. Not looking like anything we would want to have playing on our offense. The 3 and out, not so bad, but the fumble that close to their end zone. And they're going to get some really good yards here. So we will actually give them some good snaps here with Justin Fields. Get these guys some reps. Get them some real playing time. Flowers with a nice catch and run. His first NFL reception that we've given to him. It is his first reception. Probably just of the game. The only bad part's going to be over here for Goodwin, who's going to be locked down by Stephon Gilmore. Probably not going to get any passes to him, but we're going to try right here, and Stephon Gilmore unable to stop the reception. The young rookie wide receiver showing, hey, I have these hands. You guys drafted me, now let's get me out onto the field. And we have an under pressure inaccurate bullet pass there by Justin Fields. Defense starting to get pushy there on that line of scrimmage. That's also going to give, I think, Stephon Gilmore one of those shutdown bumps. We haven't really thrown it on that side of the field much today, and Dante Hightower just blazing in through there again. Not allowing those passes. What are those counter runs? And Fields finding Flowers wide open, and Flowers down at the 10-yard line. And just barely getting that away before Dante Hightower made his way in there. Stephon Gilmore having to hustle to make that tackle. And it's definitely Flowers wanting that first touchdown, and I think he's going to get it unless Goodwin can get open here. Flowers with the wide open reception, and that is another Jets touchdown. Flowers with his first NFL touchdown in his first debut in the fourth quarter with the starters. Showing that that side without Stephon Gilmore is very weak. Even with Dante Hightower lurking in the middle of the field. And the Patriots finally getting a score, but too little, too late as it was before. Now all we have to do is run the ball, end the game, and move on to the Dolphins. And Alvin Kamara going to get quite a few yards there, almost a first down. Looking like the defense starting to go to sleep. Getting tired of facing this New York Jets offense. Which at this point, I would feel defeated and winded as well. Alvin Kamara, I think, trying for that Player of the Week title. And they're trying to strip the ball out of Kamara's hands, but Kamara is saying, no way, Jose. And we're going to take this down right into the 2-minute warning. So the score being 21 New England, 49 New York Jets. Looking almost the same, not too different from the first time this season that we had actually faced New England. It looks like the dynasty has fallen off. Because our first two seasons, we were having a tough time against New England, and we're running all over them as if they're sitting still. And a nice block to Dante Hightower, giving Jordan Howard some room to run over a defender, but not get anywhere past it. But still a nice truck hit by Jordan Howard. And at this point, we just need to snap this ball. Oh no, Jordan Howard, wide open field, Jordan Howard! But there is a flag on the play. And it is holding against the Jets. Our fullback actually getting the hold. But on the plus side, all we have to do is walk out here with a QB kneel, and that's game. So the end of the game being New England 21, the New York Jets 49. And we had one heck of a day against this New England Patriots defense. Just not able to stop much. Stephon Gilmore, not much of an issue. Dante Hightower actually giving us the biggest problem, but not really in the terms of pressure, more in the terms of stopping our runs. And we did not outthrow them, but we definitely outran them. 200 yards, 4 takeaways on the day, and only the 1 interception by Justin Fields, which is looking much better than he did in his rookie campaign week. This year, we did not have games of 4+ interceptions. The accuracy is getting much better. Cam Newton's thrown another 2 interceptions, which means we had recovered at least 2 fumbles. Marcus Mariota did not have a very good look when he went out there. It was just to kind of take a test and see how he felt. Alvin Kamara with 150 yards off 24 carries on his own. DJ Page had 8 yards and a touchdown. Jordan Howard, unfortunately, no touchdown for him this week, but we did win the game. 2 touchdowns for Denzel Mims and 1 for Gregory Flowers, the rookie coming in. OJ Howard with 2 receptions, and getting the ball around there quite a bit, mostly relying on Alvin Kamara. When it comes to blocking, we have no stats apparently. Apparently no stats. What if I go into blocking through both teams? It's just going to give us New England. So maybe because they allowed sacks. Apparently we got 3 sacks, which is good for us, not for them. Defensively, I want to see who we had get interceptions. Blashawn Austin and Denzel Ward, our newest accusation from free agency, really starting to pay off. Starting to get into the flow of things. Mike Ford not looking too bad either. Oh, I guess he only had 1 solo tackle. I want to see who got our sacks. Our rookie outside linebacker with a sack. Our young left end Hutchinson with a sack, and Tyler Cooks, the rookie defensive tackle that we grabbed. I think that was our first. And then that means we had some forced fumbles in there as well by Marcus May, and he recovers his own fumble. What a day for our defense. That's 2 times that our defense has really hurt New England, and that's going to drop them down under us regardless. And we've got some upgrades here. Quentin Williams with another upgrade, which he is actually looking that next year we are going to negotiate that contract. I've seen his name pop up a few times. Denzel Mims with an upgrade. He should be much happier with a 2 touchdown game. Hopefully. Sean Austin just about at an 80 overall, so the development for him has been working out. He's 26 years young. He's still got about 4 years of progression before he starts hitting bad regression. And Javar Goodwin also getting an upgrade. I think we're going to convert him into a slot wide receiver because we will need one of those once AJ Green is out of the picture. We've got a lot of XP. Frustrated wide receiver. Man, did you see me racking up points out there? Yes, I did, Denzel Mims. And it was beautiful. 500 XP for the receiver, plus 5 morale for our receiver. That's going to make him a very happy boy. Patriots fall to 4-2. Still number 2 in the division. They're still looking at a possible wild card. And we head on to Miami to play a defensive game against them. I need to get a water, though, guys. Give me 1 second. Alright, I got my water so I can stay hydrated. We have an injury decision with Creed Humphrey, our starting center. We could possibly bring him back, but I think we've hit trade deadline. We have not. Jalen Hurts actually up there for trade. I could kind of be interested in that for a backup, but I think we got Mariota on like a 2 or 3 year deal. And Jalen Twyman with the upgrade. Oh, that water tastes so good. And a block shedding with a tackle upgrade, or a +2 tackle upgrade, which is actually good for us. No players of the week, though. I figured Alvin Kamara might be in a talk. Let's see, who'd we get taken out by? Tua Tagovailoa, 330 passing yards. 3 touchdowns, sacked 4 times, 7 carries for 30 yards. And they had a corner, Baltimore had a corner, Humphrey, get 2 picks. So, okay, I'll accept that loss. And we're actually moving up in the head coach role. I do want to see who else got top points here, aside from John Madden. We have no Super Bowls and no championships. Our legacy is only a 74. Sean McVay, actually, a pretty good one. Kyle Shanahan, I mean, he hasn't won a Super Bowl yet. Murphy, okay. Are we ahead of... No, Adam Gase is actually back into coaching. He's in Minnesota, which is kind of shocking. So Adam Gase finding himself a new job. And like I said, we do have a big injury decision coming up. Broken ribs, a high chance of re-injury. Hasn't allowed any sacks. Carter McGovern only allowing 1. So we'll go ahead and allow the backup to come in and stay in here. The injury rating and the stamina and the strength just take way too much of a hit to allow him to come back and play injured. The cons outweigh the pros. I don't find it worth risking him, especially when we're in a really nice spot as it is. We are going to do a re-signing here of this right tackle. He's actually probably the only other one we're going to try to re-sign. I don't think I can improve that bonus because I do want to find somebody better than you. Yeah, because Ron Griffin's not going to come back. He's regressed to a 70. Roderick Tamir Jr., I'm going to let him walk, maybe find a new team. If he's still there, we might pick him back up as our backup at a lesser price. But I can't justify paying a backup center this type of money. Well, actually, I kind of could. That's not that bad on a 2-year deal to secure ourselves a really good backup. So we will keep him. And the right guard, maybe. I know I want to draft at least one offensive lineman going into this draft and maybe another wide receiver. If we find an early enough wide receiver, we also need to spend some coach XP as well. And I think we might be done with player progressions and leave the rest of these progressions as is, because I feel that it gives too much of a cheap situation for us. So maybe go into the retentions and maybe start with, like, you know what, re-signing our DBs. I like the thought of it. And our linebackers. The ability to negotiate with those guys. And then we're going to save up XP to get our quarterback negotiations. And we're going to go with... Why is current home? Oh, just different colored pants. Gotcha. We're going to go with some a little bit more classic Jets. Because I like these older apron-looking jerseys a little bit better than their new ones. Just gotta figure out which apron one I want. Actually, I kind of like those 1980 throwbacks. I'm gonna go with the 1980 throwbacks, guys. We're gonna really throw it back. Let's see what we can do for Miami. They got that 1970s vintage. We're going to run them the 1984 vintage. Both of us come in with some classic vintage jerseys on. And we are going to try our best to stop Tua and this offense who just wreaked havoc last week. So see what we can do against this Dolphins offense. They seem to have been improving over these past few seasons. And we're going to put our corners on by overall. We're going to put it 1-on-1, 2-on-2, and 3-on-3. Making sure we got the best possible matchup. And they are going to run a wide out set here. 4 wides. And that was a very quick pass. Roy Apke getting thrown on there. They're going to test him out. Being one of our more lower-tiered corners. So it looks like they're going to be throwing really fast passes. Well, Sean Austin getting wrapped up here for whatever reason. He's in the middle linebacker spot. And they're definitely mixing up some plays here on us. Sean Austin getting that tackle there. At Brada. Not a great game last week. He had 1 touchdown and 50-something yards. Sean Austin over here on the tight end. Really big mismatch. And I can't make that cut down there. Angling is still, I'm getting used to it. And I've actually been having a lot of fun with this rebuild with you guys.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Dolphins.
Like, normally I'd start to get a little bored of Madden, but I'm actually kind of enjoying this way of rebuilding it. It's a lot different than what I normally do. I've taken some time to kind of study up on how I want it to look anyway, so this is actually going rather well in my opinion. And there's a sack by Shaquem Griffin. Look at him pointing at that arm saying, I only need one hand to take you down. The Tua Tagovailoa definitely getting taken down really quick there by Shaquem Griffin, which is somebody they got to watch out for. And here comes C.J. Mosley with the sack. C.J. Mosley saying, hey, if Shaquem Griffin can do it, I can do it too, and just as quick. Veteran linebacker just showing up there. We're going to see how this punt goes, and it's going to go out of bounds. And our offense is going to take over at the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
Justin Fields, 10 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. That's a much bigger gap than what it was last year at this time. The touchdowns not there as much, but neither are the interceptions. Getting a lot cleaner as time goes on. Hopefully getting rid of those interception problems as time goes on as well. Cashman and CJ Mosley in there for that stop. Did they throw on LaShawn Austin? No, Marcus May. They throw on Marcus May and get the completion. Marcus May not doing much for our coverages back there. But he is back there for some good hits and tackles. Very secure tackler for the most part. Especially when he's stepping up for that role that Jamal Adams vacated when he left for Seattle. That is another Miami first down. They're starting to roll down the field on us. Just running up the middle. But it's seeming like no matter what they're doing right now, run or pass, they are getting yards. And Marcus Mariota. Oh! Tua Tagovailoa was looking like he was in trouble. And we get a roughing the passer. Man, that was almost a huge play, too. Ooh, and they're going to get that touchdown off that screen. No, down at the 1 yard line. Oddly enough. And we get right up the gut on that one. We blow the defenders, or the blockers, out of the water. Showing off that new D-line stick there. So we're dealing with a 3rd and goal here. Hoping to get the pressure on Tagovailoa. But he's going to run it, and he is going to get in for the touchdown. Out of that wide receivers pack, the 3 wide receiver package, I'm pretty sure is what they had. Making me think that it was going to be a run, or a pass, and it was actually a run, and we're not able to capitalize against this defense. The offense getting down for a score. But the defense standing up there and saying, not today. A nice stop there by Jets defense. Pretty sure that's Troy Apke there at number 22. Yes, because I thought he was 24 for a minute. So we are into the 2nd quarter now. Marcus May securing that tackle over the middle of the field. We're going to bring in the press coverage on this play. Make them really think that the whole house is coming, because it is. And here it comes. CJ Mosley, but he gets it off with LaShawn Austin for the stop. He is starting to turn into a nice defender for us. Troy Apke, not so much. But we are definitely getting LaShawn Austin pretty well developed here. So we lead the Dolphins to a 3 and out. We have nowhere near the yards. We're about half as many yards. Their offense just not kicking up yet. Looking to get some of that momentum back from that last game against New England, where we just came in and hurt them in our own house. And there's a touchdown. It looked like A.J. Green on that one, the veteran wide receiver, making some moves apparently. Lisa, I want to check really quick, because I'm pretty sure that said it was A.J. Green. Yeah, A.J. Green for a big reception. Ooh, and I got bumped out as CJ Mosley there. I got bullied out of the way for the running back. Didn't get to get myself adjusted quite to where I wanted to be standing. Ooh, and the D-line saying no way. I think that's Quincy Williams, and it is. Making a big stop there. Couple Sean Austin kind of back into our rotation here. Denzel Ward with a big hit. Not really necessary, but not going to argue it either. It's 3rd and 9 now for Miami. And LaShawn Austin in the middle linebacker spot. Oh, and we missed the tackle. I should have strafed. I really whiffed on that one. Yeah, that's how I feel, Coach. Sean Austin really taking over the middle of the field here. CJ Mosley playing as a corner. And they're just going to throw it out of bounds. I think we need to make some different adjustments here. As opposed to... Why is CJ Mosley there? Why has CJ Mosley been rotating into my cornerbacks spots here? Still rotating over. I didn't get set up the way I wanted, and that's a wide open pass. There, we've got everybody where they're supposed to be. We want to make sure we're bringing heat in. It's back over there he goes! Denzel Ward's sitting here in my middle linebacker spot now. Like, I get the safeties dropping down, but not the corners. Offense not doing anything, and Justin Fields actually goes down. So Marcus Mariota gonna have to come in and take over, which is a very scary situation for us considering the little bit we saw from him for a drive last game. And Cashman getting in there to stop him at the 4. He's gonna get a yard. And he wiggles his way through with some stutter steps, getting up. We couldn't break through the line there. And Tua Tagovailoa is losing the ball, but it's going to get picked up by the running back and out for a first down. A big missed opportunity there by the Jets D to get off the field. So Shaquem Griffin gonna send him back again. For his second sack of the game, he is showing up today. This is the most I've seen him just running amok, and I think that takes us down to the 2-minute warning. If I looked at the bottom of the screen, I was gonna see it. But this is a Miami team that's been giving us more problems than the New England Patriots. And he is going to get stuffed up at the 6. So there you go, going backwards again. Tua going to keep the ball, and Tua's going to get tackled at the 5-yard line. Denzel Ward keeping a real good eye on him. So this is one of those situations where we really need special teams to do something here for us. Wallace with a nice spin move, taking it down inside the 25-yard line at the 23. Let's go. And here comes Marcus Mariota again. Justin Fields is still out, which is not a good thing for us during a playoff driving year. And a thrown away pass by Mariota. Another thrown away pass by Mariota. And a sack. So can we get the field goal? We do, and that takes us into the beginning of the second half. And the Dolphins getting an interception right away. Thrown by Marcus Mariota. Make sure we run these guys into press coverage, and we're going to squeeze up this line here. DJ Mosley trying to get in, but they get an open man. That looks like it was on Blashawn Austin. No, Blashawn Austin, I think, is a number with a 20. I think that's Denzel Ward. We're going to find... No. Yeah. Denzel's 33. That had to have been Blashawn Austin. Yeah, because he's been hanging around in the slot today. Oh, and they allowed the catch there. Man, this game is starting to slip away. And without our starting quarterback and very rarely running the ball this game, it's getting a lot more rough. Alvin Kamara with a 2-yard loss, and we're going to have to go 3 and out again. Marcus Mariota maybe not looking like a backup caliber quarterback like we were hoping. And they're going to change around here, so we're going to switch into a zone coverage. And here they go again. So let's go ahead and run into a blitz because it looks like they're going to run. And they do not. But CJ Mosley trying to get in there and cannot. With all the confusion on that play. Both teams trying to be one step ahead of the other at one time. And here they go, rotating around again. Troy Apke coming out to this outside linebacker spot a little bit. And that is an inaccurate pass by Tua. Tua's been pretty accurate today. 13 for 16 on us. And 2 Jets defenders there, neither of which could pull a pick, but make it so it's an incomplete pass. And that's going to bring up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt. You need some more magic here by the special teams. And it's not going to come out in that one. Just at our own 24-yard line. Mariota going to take a sack. Alvin Kamara going to run for 3 yards. And then Denzel Mims for a 26-yard reception, bringing some life back. Tylan Wallace for a 12-yard reception. Alvin Kamara with a negative 3-yard rush, but we are getting a little bit of life back. Starting to fight back. O.J. Howard for 9 yards. Another 1st down, and Mariota throwing the ball away. A.J. Green for 14 yards. And another thrown away pass by Mariota on 1st down. And another thrown away pass by Mariota on 2nd down. And 3rd down, more of the same. They're going to have to kick the field goal. Still down by 2 scores. Or at least a touchdown with a 2-point conversion. The defense needing to step up big again here. Our defense has been bending and not breaking too awful much. But our offense hasn't done anything to relieve us. And I think while we're here at a situation, we're going to look. And Justin Fields has a dislocated shoulder, and he is done for the day. Possibly for another week or 2, depending how that injury is on Madden. And they're going to move people around here, which is going to flip our defense around a bit. Mosley coming in, getting blocked. Tua Tagovailoa, nowhere to go. loses the ball. CJ Mosley in for a defensive touchdown. Defense coming away big in an opportunity when we needed it, putting us down by 2 points. Quentin Williams forcing the fumble on the hit, and CJ Mosley having enough awareness to scoop it up and run it into the end zone. And we go for 2 and tie the game with Alvin Kamara. Defense coming up big here. And we've got ourselves a great ball game at this point, guys. Got Denzel Ward here in the middle of the field. We're going to go for another adjustment here. Going to go by speed. I know it's going to mess some people around. That might actually put Troy Apke in the spot that we don't want him to be. No, he is still going to be on that slot there. My phone is going off, and I have no ambition to answer a number I do not know. Troy Apke gonna make the stop. Giving the offense a chance again to score here. Defense coming up as big as they possibly could on that last drive, and this one forcing the 3 and out. Wallace back for the return. We're not going to get a block, so we're only going to get out to the 24-yard line, averaging about 6 yards per return. And the defense coming off the field saying, come on, guys, all you got to do is score, and we'll take care of the rest. Alvin Kamara with a nice 9-yard run. And another run by Kamara. We're finally getting the running game involved. O.J. Howard for a 12-yard reception. 8 yards by Alvin Kamara there. Looks like Marcus Mariota might have just needed to get the rust off. And that is a huge run by Alvin Kamara for another Jets touchdown. 42 yards being the gain on that. Now the defense just having to put the money where the mouth is, making sure that we don't allow a score for them to tie it up. And that's a short little dump down pass by Tua. And we are ranked number 2 in takeaways. So this defense is a lean, mean turnover machine. And a lot of it being forced fumbles. Just having those big hitting players. Tua just now hitting 2,000 yards on the season. Nice year for him. And a little dump off there. Troy Apke makes the hustle in to catch it. And we are number 26 in defense, but today we've only allowed 121 yards so far. So not that bad of a day. Actually a really good day for this Jets defense. Starting to look like the older, like 2011, 2012 New York Jets when they were making the playoffs. And then fell off again. Hoping to get this New York Jets back to a time when Chad Pennington was quarterback and getting us to back-to-back playoffs. Ah! Almost. Tua does not do as good when we're getting pressure on him, so we need to call this blitz. And hope that Griffin can get in there. He cannot, but Blashawn Austin saving the play with that tackle. And they're going to go for it here. And CJ Mosley going to blow it up. And he is a happy man. Big boy doing a backflip. And here we go with the Jets offense coming out, being led today now by Marcus Mariota, who's actually been a game manager for us now at this point. Except for we're throwing it on first down and running on second when there's a little over 5 minutes left in the game, which makes no sense to me. Putting more pressure on this defense. And Tua having nowhere to go. Blashawn Austin not recognizing that the ball was there. But a holding call against the offense. And we're going to take it. We're going to push them back further. And I know what play I want to look for. It's just a matter of if it's in our recent plays, and it does not look like it is. I was looking for a very specific blitz package. And CJ Mosley going to blow this one up. Back at the 2-yard line. CJ Mosley having one heck of a day tackling. And Denzel Ward going to catch hold there, and that's going to be a 3rd down and 13. I accidentally messed up the play by reformatting them and moving them around, and that was on my own fault. And Miami gets a 1st down. The way I changed it around, it shot the one corner over here. And had I left that alone, we would have actually probably stopped them. CJ Mosley, though, with a big hit, taking out some of that frustration. And Tua very accurate, 21 for 27 on the day, doing very good. Against a ball hawk team, I mean, he's doing phenomenal against us. And Tua nowhere to throw it. Looking super deep down the field, and it is 4th and 18. They are opting to punt the ball with 3 timeouts left. Knowing that Marcus Mariota is our quarterback, they are taking a big chance, thinking that we are not going to be able to move it downfield. But we still have Alvin Kamara and O.J. Howard. So we will have to see where our team goes at this point. A 6-yard rush by Kamara and hitting that 2-minute warning. Dolphins going to burn their first timeout. And that's a 1st down. That's another rush by Kamara. And that's their 3rd timeout. A negative 2-yard rush by Kamara. 3rd and 8. And O.J. Howard with the 22-yard reception. And Marcus Mariota takes a knee to close out this game. Being that backup quarterback and game manager we wanted him to be in case anything happened to Jordan. Or Justin Fields. There we go. And like I said, O.J. Howard. Not a good throwing game, a pretty decent running game. Both teams having a takeaway. Marcus Mariota throwing the 1 interception. Justin Fields getting hurt partway through that game did hurt our stats in the air a little bit. But Mariota getting this team hyped up, saying I put this team back on the map a little bit. I mean, Justin Fields ended up having a touchdown and only had 7 attempts before going down. So Mariota came in and stepped up for us enough to win the game, which was all you ask for from a backup quarterback when your starting quarterback is temporarily out. And we have some upgrades to go through here. Micaiah Becton with a nice upgrade. We should be almost ready. One more bump, and he's got his second ability unlocked. Baxter Burrows, I think, is our rookie, isn't it? No, it is not. We will go ahead and keep him as a slot receiver. Trey Gibson. I'm going to work on that power rushing. It's nice to always have one of those big power backs there, or edges there on the field once in a while to bully to get into the backfield. And a backup left guard. Let's see if Justin Fields is going to be out for a while. No, he is actually just out for the rest of that game, and he will be back to take on the Baltimore Ravens. And we have now officially swept our division. We are 7-1, and we will be taking on the Lamar Jackson-led Baltimore Ravens. Keep an eye on Williams, the defensive lineman, is a big part of our win last week. I'm not totally sold on him yet, and I'm not either. 70. Okay, yeah, that ain't happening. This is a sim game anyway. We can't. All you can do is try to win. That's all we can try to do. We do not have the speediest of people, but we can do what we can do. Are you a team captain? No. Why do you have a captain? Justin Fields, though, should be a team captain at this point. He's actually looking much better this season. A lot more calm in the pocket. Better passer rating than what he had last year. We can move him to the practice squad. And we're going to give him the big C to be our captain on offense. And we got a weekly award. CJ Mosley, a fumble recovery for a touchdown, a sack, and 8 tackles. And that was a much harder Dolphins team than I thought they were going to be. For their record being 3-5, I don't know why they're as low as they are. But I'm going to take a really quick bathroom break, guys, and I will be right back. All right, guys, we're back, and we are going to push through a few of these games. Our starting center's back, which will give us a bit of an advantage. Baltimore not looking like they're doing too hot. But then we're going to have the bye week and come against Green Bay. And we beat the Ravens by 3 points. And Justin Fields coming back off of that little injury he had last game with 5 touchdowns. Firing off this week. No interceptions. And now they want to talk about this bye week. And I think what we're going to do is allow them to rest. We've been winning very well. We have 1 loss on the season. This is a different New York Jets organization and a different New York Jets head coach, and that's going to stop a lot of injuries, at least for us. For some of these players that we need to not get injured. I want to double check in here and see if there is anybody we'd want to resign at this point. I'm not thinking there is. Just this right tackle. I'll bump his bonus up a little bit. There we go. That's all the more I'm willing to give him. He's wanting a lot of money. And we have some upgrades. Let's see what we have. Darrell Cannon with an upgrade. And we've been very efficient at shutting down the run game. Mike Ford, I think, is getting ready to leave the building, though. But we can at least give him a bump for whatever team he ends up with. A running back that I didn't even know we had. And O.J. Howard with an upgrade. We're going to work on that possession. Not that he really needs it. But it will give us a big help for Justin Fields. So we're on to Cincinnati here, which I'm going to also sim, and we'll do some play the moments against the Green Bay Packers. Some more upgrades. Merlin Robertson, one of our starting outside linebackers, our superstar outside linebacker, who's unfakeable. But I can't remember seeing him on the field that often. I just saw it flash that we have an injury, and I'm a little afraid of who the injury is. And it's Blake Cashman, our number 2 middle linebacker. We also suffer a loss to the Bengals. And Aaron Rodgers is still in the league. We're going to try to slow him down. And we're doing play the moments against this team because they also have a shutdown corner. Oh, this is talking about Drew Alexander. We're also going to commit to slowing him down as well. All we got to do is hope that the Packers don't have enough DBs to cut us off in all aspects. We do have some upgrades. Gregory Flowers, one of our newer rookies here, up to a 75. And Creed Humphrey up with an upgrade. And we're going to boost another agile into him to help with that run game. He gets a 2 strength bonus, bringing him up to a 90 strength. Very, very strong center. Daquan Lewis is available to play again. I need to see where we're sitting at here on our depth chart. Make sure that some of these comeback injuries don't mess anything up. especially when it comes to our defense, because we've been very good at keeping our defense pretty much pushing everybody back. Pretty much kind of eliminating Jordan Jenkins. Between these two, I think that should be okay. Troy Apke is still our slot corner. Cannon as our rushing edge rusher. Quentin Williams has actually been doing better since we've left him out of the D-tackle spot. So everything is looking fine. So we will go ahead and play the moments. And we are in MetLife Stadium. Aaron Rodgers still has an X factor. Jareer Alexander and Devontae Adams. It's going to be a really rough game for our defense. And hopefully they will be up for it. So let's take this down into MetLife Stadium. Where we're going to get all the action, all the highlights. It's going to be a tough game for us. This is probably going to be one of our hardest games of the year to come and win in. I mean, I know Aaron Rodgers has probably regressed to probably like an 80 overall, but it is still Aaron Rodgers. And they are wanting us to make a big stop right away. I am very curious as to what Aaron Rodgers overall is at this point. It is an 85, 17 years in, and they still have Jordan Love sitting underneath, waiting just to make his debut. It's a 3rd and 10. We want to try to get some pressure in here on Rodgers. And we allowed a catch, but it's nowhere near a first down. Troy Apke making that stop. So we make the 3rd down. They're going to have to go for a field goal. And now we got to try to keep them out of the end zone here. And that's not a first. It's not quite a first. No, it's not quite a first down. This is a 1 wide receiver set, so this has to be a run. And Marcus Williams making it in there for the stop and injuring the running back in the process. And they're going for it on a 4th and 1. We got Childress in, and he's just going to kind of fall. And that's going to be... that's not going to make it. That's short. So out comes Justin Fields, and the offense now going to try to put together a drive. It's a 3rd and 7. A 2-yard pass to Kamara is not going to get us down there. And so we have to punt the ball away. Green Bay with it now. Devontae Adams with a run. And Devin Furchess with an 11-yard reception, but he gets injured. Jalen Richard there on that run. Jalen on the reception. And another run. Our defense not holding very well against Aaron Rodgers and this Green Bay Packers team. 3rd down. Let's go ahead and jump in again. Our offense hasn't needed our help, but our defense just having a rough day. And I stayed in strafe too long and allowed the first down. But now clap down an offensive lineman that might give us a little bit of help here for our defense to get in there and get some pressure on Aaron Rodgers. We're going to try to help them back here in the end zone. And Aaron Rodgers with that quick fire to Devontae Adams, and that is a touchdown. So let's see what our offense can do this time. We're in the second quarter, getting ready to go into the 2-minute warning, so we really need to get our offense to put something together. Alvin Kamara not able to run. And O.J. Howard for a 6-yard reception, a 3rd and 9. So that brings us to a 4th and 3, and we have to pump the ball. We're going to skip and see if our defense can help them. We've done nothing but help the defense here this whole time. And they get another score. Green Bay is kicking the ball off to us. I would like to get some offensive playing in, but it's not seeming to be an option. Jareer Alexander knocking away a pass. We have to pump the ball again. There's at the 4-yard line. Maybe we can get some pressure in there and make some stops and get it back into the hands of our offense. But it does not happen. Jamar Chase getting a 20-yard reception. 2nd and 10 for Green Bay. So now they're at a 3rd and 10 situation after 2 throwaways. And there's a sack by our defense. They're going to have to punt the ball away. We really need to get the offense clicking. And Kamara just cannot run the ball against this Green Bay Packers defense. But Tylan Wallace able to make a 19-yard catch. There goes Alvin Kamara for a few yards. And A.J. Green for 8 on the reception. Making our way down the field a little bit here. 2nd and 10. Kamara with a 2-yard rush. And now we're going to be able to get in here to make a play on offense on a 3rd and 8 situation. Jareer Alexander is on Wallace, so we're going to have to watch out for that. And not able to get it away. Such a pass rush by the Packers. Very quick into that backfield. And we have to pump the ball away again. 2nd and 13. Aaron Rodgers scrambling for 4 yards. 3rd and 8 with a 7-yard catch by Jamar Chase. They're going to have to pump the ball away again now. We need to get a full drive. Maybe get our offense some momentum. Alvin Kamara finally starting to fight through and pick up some yards. And A.J. Green for a 49-yard touchdown. Bringing us back within a 10-point deficit. But is it too little, too late? How is Green Bay going to play this out? They're going to get sacked on their first down. 2nd down is a 7-yard catch by Adams. And then another 1st down for Green Bay. Jamar Chase for a nice run. And now Green Bay trotting down the field. It looks like our defense has finally given up. They're not making much of a stop or a push, but now we're into a 4th down or 3rd down situation. We're going to try to help them out. We're going to pull this full blitz here. We need to be able to get to Aaron Rodgers. We can't let them stay. Let him be comfortable in that pocket. TJ Mosley almost making it, but Marcus May breaking up the pass. And that might keep them just far enough out to have to punt. No, they get the 53-yard field goal. We are now down by 3 scores. In a very, very rough game. We are getting hit left and right. Nothing is really stopping this Green Bay Packers defense, and we are not getting anything going. A benefit there, Jareer Alexander getting injured on that last play. But is it too little, too late? Thrown away pass by Rodgers. 16-yard completion by Rodgers. A 2-yard rush by Richard. And a thrown away pass by Rodgers. 2 thrown away passes by Justin Fields in a row. And Alvin Kamara with an 80-yard touchdown reception. We are down by 1 score. The offense starting to finally fire off a little bit. And the defense just needs to hold their own here for one drive. Jamar Chase down for the Packers now. Having a lot of people go down in Green Bay. And Quentin Williams with a penalty. Jalen Richard back, and he is running amok. So we need to help the defense. Defense definitely needing some help today against Aaron Rodgers, who's been seemingly tearing them apart. Oh, and a nice pass breakup there, not allowing the pass. I think that was Marcus Williams. And they run it. I thought they were going to pass, and they run it up the gut and get an easy first down on us. And Green Bay really trying to run down this clock and not give us a chance. Devontae Adams with that catch. Marcus May not able to break it up. Woo! Aaron Rodgers taken off and able to throw it out of the sack, out of bounds. Almost getting hit by C.J. Mosley. And we've got to do something here. And not allowing the touchdown. They're going to go for it on 4th and 2 to try to seal the game. We've really got to buckle down here. And Aaron Rodgers taking the sack. The defense comes up with it. And we stop the Packers from making a score. So we are still down by a score. We need a touchdown. And this is a big end of the game drive. And we are going to come out. And we are going to try to help our offense win this game. We know Jareer Alexander at least was injured. I don't see his X Factor logos showing up. We get out to the 11-yard line, gaining about 3 yards. 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 11-yard line.
And we're going to hit the 2-minute warning here. This is honestly a drive that we want to take the time off the clock. The last thing we want to do is give Aaron Rodgers that football back. Alvin Kamara getting it to a 3rd and inches situation. We're going to come out for a triple slant situation here, and they are really watching. We're going to bring O.J. Howard down to block, and which was a good idea. It bought us a little bit of time. A.J. Green with the reception, and we need to hurry up. We have 3 timeouts, but we want to keep them on their toes. We got Alvin Kamara with the reception, and he's going to get out of bounds. And we want to make sure not only are we running the clock, but we want to keep our eyes on the clock as well. We do not want to make any big mistakes. And Wallace brings it in, and we're going to use the first of our 3 timeouts here. Make sure we don't get any fatigued players. We're going to run this little screen here down to Kamara. He is an absolute weapon in the open field. They're not sniffing it out, but we do have an illegal block. Kamara going to go out of bounds, though, but we have a holding call. No, a roughing the passer call. And we are going to take that penalty all day. They're coming in a press look. We're going to change this. We are down to the 25-yard line. Oh, no! I thought the linebacker was going to move and not stay planted. We've got to try to get the ball back. We have 2 timeouts. It is still possible. But not since they got that first down. No, it is a second and inches. We're going to use the first of our 3 timeouts here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 37-yard line.
And we're going to stuff him back there. We'll let the clock run on this one and save our last timeout for the punt. And they're gonna get it. So there is no point to stopping the clock. The game is done. Green Bay beat us in what looks like was an absolute fight on both sides of the field.
Today's final score, Packers 20.
So close if we wouldn't have thrown that interception by Fields. Couldn't handle the pressure. Denzel Mims just not able to get the right maneuvering there. And it was a shootout, though. But they definitely got the better of us that game. Our defense just went really stagnant and didn't seem to want to do anything until it was into that 2-minute drill situation and we were in the bottom of the barrel. So we did not succeed at anything besides throwing 0 to 1 interceptions. The run game did not work. The pass game did not work. It looked like a real good defense by those Packers. That front line was insane. Forgot about everyone else in the team. It was a winnable game. We were down by 1 touchdown, and we tie Green Bay now at 8-3. Patriots down to 6-4, so we're still a few games up on them. On J.J. Watt, we'll commit to the slowdown. This is going to be another sim game. We're actually going to be simming to the playoffs at this point. And just to kind of show real quick, we're still on All Pro. So, I haven't knocked down the difficulties. We're literally just actually having a very well put together team, and it mostly relies on that ball hawk defense. And we beat the Houston Texans. We squeeze out a win. And our offensive coordinator has somebody to talk about. Oh, it's a short week. Let's emphasize rest over preparation. Our team is still doing very well. We've lost 2 games, or 3 games altogether. We are not on a losing streak. I want to make sure they stay healthy. AJ Green with an upgrade here. We're going to work on that physicality for him. Try to get some of that old AJ Green back as much as we can. Tylan Wallace, we're going to keep him as our deep threat guy. Have somebody that we can just chuck it to down the field at some point. And hopefully be able to make some big plays. And the rookie fullback, I'm going to keep him as a utility because we do power forward with him quite a bit. And Denzel Mims with another upgrade. This time, for once on Denzel Mims, we're going to go with Route Runner. We need to get his route running a little bit better, get those releases better, and make it so he can have an easier time getting open. We also have an injury. Darrell Cannon out for 7 weeks. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. He'd be back by Pro Bowl. But we're going to sim straight into the playoffs. I just kind of want to see our week-to-week progression here. We lose the Lions by 2 points. Looking like we're still holding on to that loss against Tampa Bay. Or Green Bay. Pump a strong arm into field. See if maybe we can get that deep accuracy up. And we do. We get a throw accuracy deep up by 1. Justin Fields starting to form out with what we would have hoped Sam Darnold to have done by the time we got rid of him. And now, Mikael Becton with that threat detector. During pre-play, players with this ability will highlight any oncoming blitzers on 3rd and 4th downs. Can be bluffed, though. They can be a bluffed blitz. So that'll actually be really nice to have in those clutch situations we hit playoffs. I have to go through and manually upgrade all these guys to get to Denzel Ward. It's almost like a haha, now you have to anticipate getting your shutdown #1 corner. Denzel Ward here is going to get a man upgrade because he rocks that man coverage. I know we run a lot of zone, but his zone's actually already relatively good. Keeping that man coverage up to make it so we can stay in the game. He's ranked number 6, which I'm really happy that we were able to get him in free agency as a very solid #1 cornerback. And Blashawn Austin is a very decent #2. We beat the Vikings 45-37. A very big shootout game. Defense is not showing up. We're going to keep going on Field General on CJ Mosley. Really hoping that maybe he'll get that pop going still. But he hasn't been superstar, like, amazing caliber for us as of late in the middle of the field. Keep going on this accuracy on our punter. He's got a great leg. He just needs to get more accurate, but we get an awareness. Our left end Hutchinson. Go ahead and bump him a run stopper just to help with that edge. Josh Adams, our 3rd string running back, which has not really had to be used this year. Alvin Kamara and Jordan Howard have both been relatively healthy for us, and Alvin Kamara with an upgrade. Let's go ahead and upgrade that receiving a bit. He's already a very good threat. But that matchup nightmare against those linebackers definitely helps. And the Bears coming off in a 9-5 season. A very good season for them. Mac, we're just going to have to kind of... And we have Blake Cashman coming back from injury now, so the middle of the field won't be as exposed as it has been. Let's see what happens against the Chicago Bears team that's doing very well this season, and we get a win 42-16. You made it to the playoffs. GM wants to congratulate you. That'll do it. That win punched our tickets into the postseason. The #1 seed is still up for grabs, so let's stay focused and play hard these next few weeks. So, we've got a playoff berth. Our first playoff berth of the series. Going 11-4. Let's take a quick look at the standings. We've actually clutched the division. Chiefs coming in. Bears coming in. Browns look like they might be wild card. Cowboys punching in. Let's just check out the AFC. The Jags are punched in, and it looks like the Browns, the Patriots, and the Steelers, and the Ravens are all really in a big fight for that wild card spot. Or one of those wild card spots. So, now in the playoffs, we'll probably do at least a full game. Playoffs, I plan on doing full games because, what's this? I could, blah, blah, blah. I think it'd be a good idea. In week 17, get a little rest. I agree. Alvin Kamara should sit out this game. We want to keep him fresh for the playoffs. So we are going to go ahead and adjust our depth chart accordingly because we have to. Just going to bring Kamara all the way down here. Going to let Jordan Howard take most of the snaps here. So, Alvin Kamara, let the guy get a rest. Let him relax. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. Creed Humphrey with another upgrade. And we want to make sure that he keeps helping this run game. He does very well in the passing game. So the run game is what we really want to focus him on. Freeman with another upgrade. Doing very good for us. Marcus May with an upgrade. Bringing him up to an 84 overall. Gets a speed upgrade, which is something we need from Marcus May. A little bit on the slower side for a safety. So let's go ahead and punch our ticket into the playoffs, guys. And we win, but we're wild card. Why are we wild card? Why are we wild card? So we get the wild card. We need to put Kamara back in the starter. Got a lot of upgrades to go through. We got a playoff berth. I'm happy. You know what? I'm actually happy. I do want to see who all's in wild card because apparently it's just wild card. It's us versus the Steelers, Saints and Packers, Patriots versus Browns, Cowboys versus Panthers, Chiefs and Jags, and the Bears and the Seahawks. Let's get these upgrades going here. We got Justin Fields starting it out. We're going to keep that field general scheme fit, which will give him a bit of a boost for us. Gets a medium accuracy that he does not need. Jordan Jenkins with an upgrade, who hasn't seen the field much this year. Depending on what he is as a cap hit, we may let him go. Merlin Robertson with a nice upgrade, which is going to be good for us. Because we need him to develop and become an amazing rusher. Jakeem Griffin with a upgrade. Go ahead and keep that speed rusher up on him. Blake Cashman with an upgrade, and he is our run-stuffing middle linebacker. So go ahead and keep that run-stopper scheme fit, and our fullback has 2 upgrades. So we will bump 1 into blocking. Must have got fullback of the year or something, which isn't an award, but it is in our book. It is in our book. So there we go. And now let's take a look at the season stats this year and how we did. That is a lot less interceptions by Justin Fields. Last year he had 20-something picks. He is down to 10. I want to compare it real quick. Yeah, 28 interceptions, down 18 picks, down on touchdowns a little bit, down by about 5 or 4. Yeah, down by 4, but almost just as many yards. Less attempts. So, much better year from him. Alvin Kamara making the 1,000-yard season, 13 touchdowns, only 1 fumble on the year. Jordan Howard had 7 touchdowns and only 310 yards, but he is our power back. Receiving-wise, AJ Green almost getting a 1,000-yard season, being an 11-year veteran with 10 touchdowns. Denzel Mims with 7 and 100 yards off. OJ Howard doing very well for us. Only 1 touchdown, but 730 yards by the tight end. Tylan Wallace getting 5 touchdowns. And Alvin Kamara getting also another 383 yards through the air with 4 touchdowns. Christopher Herndon very quiet this year, but he was our number 2. Gregory Flowers getting 2 touchdowns in his rookie season. 5 touches for 75 yards. And no more touchdowns for anybody else when receiving. With rushing, our fullback had 4 touchdowns. Blocking, I want to see the sacks given up. So Connor McGovern allowed 1. And he played 7 games. Edgo allowed 1. Reed Humphrey allowed 3. Marcus Gilbert 4. Alex Lewis 6. German Eifed 6. And McKee Becton with 13 given up sacks. Defensively, CJ Mosley leading the charge with sacks. Quentin Williams having a better season, but still not what we're looking for out of an edge rusher. Shaquem Griffin did a little bit better in the sack department than Quentin Williams. But Quentin Williams had 13 tackles for loss, which we'll add in there with that. We did all right in sacks, though. Much better variety than we had last year. Now, the fun stat is this. The interceptions, 3 by Denzel Ward. A great free agency signing for us. Troy Apke with 2. CJ Mosley with 1. Shaquem Griffin even had 1. Byron Childress with 1. Marcus Williams with 1. Marcus May with 1. LaShawn Austin with 1. And Roddick Timir with 1. Forced fumbles, Marcus May with 2. Quentin Williams with 2. So that does help him with his contract negotiation next season. CJ Mosley with 1. Marcus Williams causing 1. Jalen Twyman. Brian Poole, who barely saw the field. Blake Cashman and Mike Ford. The 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 forced fumbles. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 recovered, which I think is a pretty good count. We had 1 safety by Quentin Williams and 1 defensive touchdown by CJ Mosley. CJ Mosley, our leading tackler, followed by Marcus May and Denzel Ward, LaShawn Austin, Troy Apke, Marcus Williams, Blake Cashman. So very good season all around for our team. And since this is a wild card game and not an actual playoff game, we have to sim. We have to sim it. And we do make it to the next round of the playoffs, which is what we were hoping for. We take down the Pittsburgh Steelers. Quentin Williams with an upgrade now. He gets a strength upgrade. He didn't have a terrible season, so we may keep him around, maybe give him a small extension or franchise tag him, depending on what our money situation is at that time. We're going to work on some power from Malik Becton here. I've done a lot of agile, so I'm wondering if that's where I messed up on him. Highland Wallace, our deep threat guy. I want to pump a physicality into him just to make it so he can catch the ball a little bit better. And then Troy Apke. Got zone out of a man upgrade. Got 2 zone out of a man upgrade. And no man coverage. I know that these upgrades take a little bit. But I want to make sure that my players are how I want them to be. And this is a big time for AJ Green because he hasn't won a Super Bowl. And that's what we are pushing for. And a strength for Marcus Williams, which is going to be very helpful. 89 speed, so not the fastest safety we have. And we do have an injury. No. Oh no. Justin Fields is down. So we have to make it through the playoffs, Philadelphia Eagles style. And Darrell Cannon is out. Philly shut down opposing running backs this season. A lot of teams didn't even try to run the ball against them because their front seven was so strong. Leonard Fournette, the halfback, is on the inactive list for the game. That's going to slow them down a little bit. Oh, dude. Marcus Mariota has to carry us through the playoffs, which I actually want to see what's in free agency for quarterbacks. Nothing. Oh no. Okay. We bring in Tyree Jackson, not a super accurate guy, but he does have an arm on him. We have to have an extra quarterback. Means I have to cut one player. I guess we're gonna cut Prime. We have a spot on the practice squad for him. Cool. If we need to bump him back up, we have him. Alright, guys. I'm gonna run to the bathroom. And we're going to play this game against the Jacksonville Jaguars with Marcus Mariota as our quarterback. And hope that we can stay in until Fields gets back. And have Fields win the Super Bowl. It's the only situation we can really do. We're just trying to stay afloat right now. So it's still going to be a lot of Alvin Kamara, but it might be a lot of screen passes. So I'm going to run to the bathroom, and we'll get this game started. Alright, guys. Let's attempt this. If we don't win, we made it to the playoffs, and we only get better as we go. But it's a very, very unfortunate time for Justin Fields to go down. So we're going to see, does Marcus Mariota have it in him to win the game? I actually didn't look to see when Marcus Mariota came in last game. He was able to manage a game for us. But it's going to be a rough one. We are off into this divisional game. Jaguars still have Gardner Minshew, 3,000 yards, 7 interceptions to 29 touchdowns. It's going to depend on our version of defense we get. If we get our lockdown defense that we need, we'll be okay. And a nice stop there right away. Harris not getting much, just a yard on that play. This will be probably one of the biggest games of Marcus Mariota's career right here. And an inaccurate pass there by Gardner Minshew. Mariota looks like he's getting nervous. Everybody wanting to talk to him. Pacing up and down the sidelines, getting ready. Probably a little relieved that if they go 3 and out, he doesn't have to worry so much if we go 3 and out on the first drive. And a missed tackle by Cashman. And that is a first down at their own 42-yard line. And way over the head of the receiver there. Unable to get CJ Mosley up that high. Big boy can't jump that far. Minshew's going to get taken down for a sack, and Shaquem Griffin going to get hurt. Not a good look for us right away already. But they have a big third down that they have to be able to make. And they're going to dump it off. CJ Mosley with the tackle, stopping the first down. So that is a 3 and out for the Jaguars. Wallace getting a little bit of a spin to get to the 26-yard line. And here comes Marcus Mariota. Only 2 touchdowns and an interception on the season, only at about 200 yards. Shaquem Griffin's got some muscle cramps. We're going to go ahead and bring him back in. There's a lot going on this. Who all is what? Holy crap. Got an edge rusher, a middle linebacker, and an outside linebacker. And a nice little run there by Alvin Kamara. We have to keep the pressure off of having to throw the ball with Marcus Mariota. So we're definitely coming in here thinking Alvin Kamara most of the way. And that's 2 rushes for 18 yards now for Alvin Kamara. We're going to try a small play action here. Try to catch them on the back of their heels. O.J. Howard not able to bring it in, trying for the one-handed catch. Marcus Mariota, though, with a very accurate pass on that one. We're going to bring in Jordan Howard for this run and try to bounce it to the outside with him. And that's not going to work. We have to reroute up in through the edge. And it's a 3rd and 8 situation. Hoping Alvin Kamara or Wallace can get open here. And that's a terrible throw by Mariota. His first pass of the game is an interception. Or second pass of the game is an interception. So not looking good for this Jets offense already. Giving the Jaguars great field position. And having all day to throw is Minshew. CJ Mosley not able to break in there for the sack. Something he's been known for this season is just been getting around those linemen untouched, but the running back able to block them. And here he comes, CJ Mosley. Showing that S on his chest, the Superman, and he's going to walk off of that with a sack. So a 2nd and 17. And I was expecting to get caught up there by that lineman and have to bounce off it, but I didn't. So I end up overshooting where I needed to go. And we're going to bring down some press coverage. CJ Mosley just about getting there, but the pressure too much for Minshew. And they're going to be left with a field goal here. And the kick is good by Lambeau. So Marcus Mariota is going to be coming out for his 2nd possession of the game. Hopefully we do a little bit better off this one and not throw an interception right away. We're going to take the knee and we're going to take it out to the 25-yard line here. Make sure we secure at least a decent amount of yardage. But we need to just forget about the fact that we threw that pick, and we're going to have to change that play because those middle linebackers are watching. And Wallace stretching out and grabbing that pass. Luckily, he's able to. Mariota not very accurate on it. We're going to run some slants here. Denzel Mims possibly getting open, depending on what those linebackers do. One standing there watching Mariota. Denzel Mims brings it in, but can't hold on to the ball. An incomplete pass by Mariota there. So we're going to try to get Kamara to get a few yards. We get a nice block up the center. And that's going to be a 3rd and inches. Or 3rd and 1. And we've got quite a few blitzers coming in on this one. But it can be faked. And Mims bringing that one in for that really fast grab and release. Which I thought might actually end up being an interception. But the linebacker's not ready for it. That ability coming from our left tackle, allowing us to see the blitzers coming in. Very helpful for us. to kind of make it easier on Mariota. And we're going to get back to the line, maybe get a few yards. I can't completely give up on the run game. There's no way in this game without having our starting quarterback to give up on him. And that's going to be a tackle for loss. Miles Jack getting in there really quick. So now we're looking at a 3rd and long. Not something that we like trusting Marcus Mariota with. Got Denzel Mims in the middle of the field, and he can't hold on to it again. Costing us the 1st down. Now we got to try to pin them back here for our defense so they can't get another score on us. And we're going to get them at the 17. The ball bouncing way too far back. Doing some really good blocking there by the Jaguars. And they're going to throw a quick pass, and that's going to be for a 1st. They're going to come back out in another 3 wide receiver package here. We got Marcus Williams watching the middle of the field. We got a little bit of mobility. They're going to run, and Marcus Williams going to come in with a big hit, and a Jacksonville Jaguar is down. We need to get as many of that happening as we can. Troy Apke trying to wrap him up. And Blake Cashman able to come in to help finish off that tackle. 3rd and 7 for this Jacksonville Jaguars offense. And CJ Mosley just not able to get the hand in there. And that is a 1st down for Jacksonville. We are not getting the defense that we've been hoping for. We're actually getting our worst side of defense, which is the part of our defense that looks like they can be scary and then end up not doing so hot. And only getting the 1 sack on Minshew. They are throwing very quick underneath passes. Cashman able to make the stop on that one. They are in field goal range, though. About ready to put us down 2 scores. Unless something happens here on defense to make them step up here. And I came off of that coverage trying to come in on Gardner Minshew, and it caused a 1st down. Minshew bringing me out of my spot to kind of pull off to give him that opening. And we're trying to come in here. We got a whole crew. And Cook's going to get the sack. Big guy coming up the gut. 2nd and 23. This is definitely a pass situation because they have no running backs back there. And a very quick pass, knowing that we were going to come in on that blitz. We're going to run a QB contain in here just to try to make sure Minshew doesn't roll out. Having all day in the pocket, though, and he's just going to throw it away. Nobody getting open. They're going to take the field goal. So that's 2 trips to the red zone for them, and both of them coming out in field goals. So now we need to try to get Mariota comfortable.
Makes the score Jaguars 6, Jets nothing.
And try to get him, okay, that was weird. Try to get him able to pass the ball a little bit more and get completions, get some momentum going. We're just trying to go without any injuries here. There's Sherbert going to be probably watching for this screen, and he's not. He's going to get blocked up a little bit. Alvin Kamara with a little bit of movement here. Trying to get Marcus Mariota comfortable. But all we're going to really be able to do with him are some short underneath passes. And nowhere to go. Mariota going to scramble and get a first and give himself up well before a defender's going to get there. Putting Griffin in some motion here. Slide our line a bit, but I'm still not liking it. And Kamara going to make a few yards there. 2nd and 8. We're going to try to bring some power up the gut here. Something we don't do very often on 2nd down. Let's give it to the fullback. And he gets a few yards. He gets 3. So it's a much shorter situation for Mariota. And hopefully we can get a first, but we can't do anything deep down the field. He doesn't have the arm for it. AJ Green wide open and unable to come in with the pass, not getting an animation for it. We're going to go for it on 4th. We're actually going to run those slants again. So I don't know why AJ Green didn't put an arm out to grab it. AJ Green coming down with it, but unable to hold on. It's the story of the game. So we're going to give it to the Jaguars, an excellent field position. Story of the game here. Just unable to bring in those passes. And running up the gut there on us. I thought he was going to bounce to the outside after the motion. The motion in the ocean was false on their part. And again, just cutting it back into the middle. I think this game may be set, guys. I don't think we're going to win. We're going to need something big from our defense at this point, and it seems like Jacksonville already knows that they've been able to run all over us. And finally getting a stop there, but it's not going to do much for us when they're pushing down into field goal territory and putting us down by 2 scores. And Marcus Williams with an interception. Marcus Williams running down the field. And he makes a touchdown. Marcus Williams with a 72-yard pick 6 to take us into the lead. A beautiful recognized play by Marcus Williams, the safety, showing why we're paying him big money to be here. Coming in clutch when it really mattered the most. And the Jets fans are happy, but there's a flag on the play. Roughing the kicker by the Jaguars. We'll see if they actually bring it out here. And they do, and we're going to stop them at the 15-yard line, giving our defense all the more momentum off of that interception. Defense wins championships, guys, but you also have to have a little bit of an offense to do it. Blake Cashman in on that tackle. They're going to get about 3 yards there. Not able to keep up with everybody there. We had guys that were supposed to be in those zones, but they took off following the wide receivers. And an incomplete pass there. Greedy Williams. Can't remember my players now. Yeah, that's Greedy Williams. I gotta double check now because I can't remember who 33 is. I think that's Greedy. Oh no, that's Denzel Ward. Why did I think I had Greedy Williams? Denzel Ward on the deflection there. And they're going to not get the first down yet, and they're going into hurry up. And no first down on that one. We're going to take the first of our 3 timeouts here. We're going to give our offense 2 timeouts to get down the field. Hopefully Marcus Mariota can do something for us here because we cannot run the ball. And we are at the 16-yard line. So we're going to try some of the shenanigans that we normally try, but maybe Alvin Kamara can get open. Wide open AJ Green, and that's a first down. Hurrying up to the line, going for these post routes. Wallace with a reception, can't get out of bounds though. But we are in a very nice situation at the 36-yard line. Running a one wide receiver, 3 tight end set. Denzel Mims with a reception. Can he hold on to it? And he can, and we're going to call our first time out of this drive. We're going to try for something underneath. We've been throwing pretty deep on them on this drive. Let's see if we can get them underneath here with Mims or Green. And we cannot. It's an interception. But we're going to stop them at the 3-yard line, which is very unfortunate for us. They have 3 timeouts, but they're at a very tough spot to throw the ball. And they bounce it, and a hurdle. And he's going to go down. They're going to let the clock run. We're actually going to call a timeout because I want to try to see if we can get in for a safety. Whoa. But we cannot. But we do get the extra tackle, and I think they get a first down out of that. They do. And that's going to take us into halftime with the game being the Jacksonville Jaguars 6, the New York Jets 7. And we get ball first in the second half, which will be very beneficial for us. 2 interceptions, though, today for Marcus Mariota. Not the most accurate passer. It's like having Justin Fields in his rookie season again. And right now, New England is taking on the Chargers for their spot. Is it going to show us the flip side? Can you show us the NFC? Okay, don't show us the NFC. I was really hoping for the NFC. Right there, that beautiful pick 6 by Marcus Williams. and he just ran. It was probably the best play our team has had all game. Here we go for the second half of this game. Oh, and they get tripped up back here by each other. And Goodwin gets us down to the 48-yard line. Players tripping over each other. I actually didn't think he was going to catch me, but the shoelace tackle comes in. And Mariota not doing good today. 6 for 13, 95 yards. Still really having to rely on Alvin Kamara this game, which isn't necessarily far off from what we already do, but we're used to being able to get the ball around a little bit. Kamara gonna run for about 5 yards. So it'll be a 2nd and 5. Kamara getting tripped up here, getting kind of stuffed, but able to move forward for a few there, making it a 3rd and 3 situation. They've got some hard press coverage coming in here. We're going to try to run it up the gut. And Kamara might have got it. He did. Alvin Kamara just gets the first down there on that run. So all we can say at that situation is Jets, 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 Jets. And Alvin Kamara wide open for the screen pass, but he's going to very quickly get tackled from behind. We're going to bring in Jordan Howard. Let's get Alvin Kamara a little bit of a breather. Jordan Howard trying to power his way. Got about 2 on that play. 3 on that play. I'm going to trust it. We're going for a play action. O.J. Howard with the reception. That is his first reception of the game. Jets offense starting to heat up. And they're starting to... And Mariota getting a little bit of a hot hand. And a missed tackle. Alvin Kamara making it down to the 1-yard line. Almost in for the touchdown. 54 yards on the ground for him today. Jacksonville's head coach is not happy. Alvin Kamara with that quick strike. He'd have had just one more step, he'd have been in. We're going to try to punch it in here with another counter. And he gets the blocks, and he is in for the touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his first playoff touchdown of the game. Really relying on him. He is our workhorse for this game. It is the Alvin Kamara show for this, with Justin Fields being out. And proving being the best offensive player for us. And striking up the argument for MVP. Because now that we don't have Justin Fields out, and they're going to rough the kicker again. Jacksonville just hitting it every time. Make him have to run out. And they're going to get out to the 17-yard line. They're going to have to stop roughing the kicker at some point. Unless they're trying to take out my kicker. Jacksonville been struggling here these past few drives with the pressure we've been able to actually bring. The defense finally waking up after that Williams, Marcus Williams pick 6. Speaking of which, he's in our middle linebacker spot, and he's going to come in for the help for the tackle, but CJ Mosley on most of that. 4-yard gain. Troy Apke coming down for that. They might have stopped the first. It's a 3rd and inches situation. It's how they've been running the ball all game. I'm not going to be surprised by a run, and I'm also not going to be surprised by a very quick let-go pass, but I missed the tackle, and he gets pushed for the first down. Cashman getting back there to slow him down. LaShawn Austin having to come in to help finish the tackle off. Team Griffin gonna come out here into the secondary. And can't get the tackle there. Trying to get him in there to tackle him, but no luck. Team Griffin getting that tackle there. This is a very intense game. It really is. Having Marcus Mariota over Justin Fields makes this a much harder situation. And LaShawn Austin with an interception. And he is going to try to out-juke a lineman. And he is going to get down inside the 23-yard line. And that is 2 interceptions for Gardner Minshew in that same area today. You got to think they are not happy about that. Defense stepping up in such a big way for us now. Because we are at a point where this is a game-changing situation. Instead of them being down by a score, we can put them down by 2. Kamara coming back for it, but it's not a good idea. We're going to take a big loss of yards on that screen pass. Really nothing developing for us there. But I do want to try to get the passing game going. Out to AJ Green. AJ Green brings it in, and he stumbles across the first down marker. And they're going to say he was out of bounds, but I think he made it past that first down mark. The challenge button does not work. Looks like a big blitz situation coming in here. And another interception by Marcus Mariota down in the end zone. Not throwing those high points as high as I was hoping for. Miles Jack with an interception. So now they have it back at pretty much the same type of flipped situation of what we had. And they are doing a lot of audible calling. And under pressure there, Minshew not able to get a completion and find anybody. And CJ Mosley breaking up that pass. So that brings up a big third down situation. Everybody sticking to where they should be, and Minshew's going to go down for a sack. That's Quentin Williams. Second sack of the game, showing up big. And has had a pretty good season to boot. And Wallace back for this kick. We're going to try to move it, and that was almost blocked. And a stumble there, giving Wallace some extra room to get on the other side of the 50 at the 49. I was hoping for the 48. But Wallace making it out. Our goal is no interception for Mariota today. Or this drive. I'm trying to bounce back in there, but not getting the jump cut that I wanted. Yannick Ngakoue on that. Oh, man. He's not a superstar, is he? Hidden gem in there. We're going to get some yards up the gut, though. About 8 yards there. And now we rely on the arm of Marcus Mariota. Try to get the first. Alvin Kamara not able to bring it in. And we're going to get them down at the 8-yard line. We're going to just get smacked in the face with the ball. Mosley trying to get in there for the safety. And Denzel Ward with the interception, but there's a flag on the play. And it's a roughing the passer. So they get the ball back in such a crucial spot. With all the breathing room they could want in the world. For all those roughing the kickers, and fumbled by Minshew. Hutchinson in there for that sack, strip sack. We've sacked him 5 times now. I'm going to go for this man coverage. It says our 3 deeps is our game plan help, so... And unable to get it there, an inaccurate pass by Minshew. Marcus May unable to swat it out. Minshew just getting enough air on it to make it so May can't reach. DJ Mosley trying to get in there again, but resisting the pressure. I don't know where I'm supposed to be. I think I'm actually a lineman. Marcus Williams letting off there, unable to stop that completion. Now we are in the end zone. We need to hit a bend but don't break situation here. Trying to get in, and we give up the touchdown. Marcus May unable to stop it. So now they're going to go for 2 to tie the game up. And nobody covering the running back. They tie up the game. Man. Just a fight for control now. Trying to get a few extra yards there. Not working out in our favor. We're going to be sending Alvin Kamara into the Lions' den. Kamara getting a nice amount of yards, but getting hit big there. They're trying to get rid of him, almost like a bounty gate situation. We'll slide our line a little bit here. And Kamara reaching, does he get the first? He does. So now we're going to run for a play action here. If they were in press coverage, I'd just chuck it to Denzel Mims down the field. Griffin unable to hold on to the ball, though. Hoping for that veteran to have those hands. And nothing there on that play either. Their defense really standing up there in about the same situation we are. Oh, boy. This is a really rough decision on what play to pick here. Denzel Mims gets the reception and he gets the first down. Coming in with a great reception there by Denzel Mims and a beautiful pass by Mariota. Getting some blocks here for a few yards for Kamara. So all we're trying to do really is just get a few yards, run the clock down a bit, and hope that our defense can really manage the game for us. That's another first down by Alvin Kamara. Alvin Kamara a little fatigued, so we're going to bring in Jordan Howard here on this play. And he's going to get a first. And he's going to run somebody over. Jordan Howard pushing forward, putting them shoulders down. Showing why we brought him in here, to be that power back with what Alvin Kamara does not have. Like I said, we're honestly at a point, we're just trying to run the clock down a bit, get a score, and hope our defense can hold them. $82 yards on the ground, though, is not a bad day against what they were saying was one of the best run-stuffing defenses in the league. So now we got to run an underneath pass here. We're going to bring O.J. Howard in, and we're actually going to make Kamara block. O.J. Howard underneath, but he comes backward, and he sheds a tackle, but can't get the first. It's a 4th and 1. And we're going to bring in the fullback. We're actually going to try to charge this forward. This may be a terrible idea, but it pays off, and he's going to get a few yards. And Chris Henderson is down. And they run a lot of press coverage here. Mims not able to get to it. Mariota with an inaccurate on the run pass. We're trying to get Mariota at least a touchdown. Not recognizing the screen completely. Not much room, though, for Kamara to get through. And this looks like a big blitzing situation here. And if they all would have dropped down, I would have had that. Looks like one blitzer over on the right. But O.J. Howard's not going to get there. I think that brings up a 4th and goal. This has to go one of two ways. We get the score, or we keep the game tied and go into overtime. Bringing in the fullback, and he gets it! Such a big, important touchdown by the fullback. I had my breath held and everything there, because it was a lot of not able to move forward, but he ends up being able to get in. No tackles hitting him. He's getting stuck on the guys on the ground and making his way in for a clutch touchdown. And we get the point after. Jacksonville with a little under 2 minutes, though, to get down the field. The defense really will need to step up for us. And we're going to kick this all the way out. We're giving them no okay, I guess we're not kicking it all the way out, but we're not giving them a chance to bring it back. So, and just to make sure that our guys are freshened up, we're going to use one of our 3 timeouts here. Make sure after kickoff, nobody got fatigued. Ooh, and a bounce off there, but he's landing in bounds. And nobody there. But everybody was supposed to be in a zone. We got a guy down there. We need the defense to perform. Jacksonville has to get a touchdown on this drive. You're going to run the clock down. Which these are actually situations that our defense does a little bit better in. Are these bend but don't break crucial points in the end zone. CJ Mosley forcing that incompletion there on that bounce in. We have to bring him back. I want some time to think about this play. They look like they're going to run it, but I'm not going to be surprised if they throw it. And the decision works. They get the first. No, they don't. They're going to mark them short. The offense coming out onto the field. We're going to run very conservative here on our running backs. Last thing we want is Alvin Kamara fumbling the ball. We're not going to have any ability to juke or anything. But we do not want them having the ability to strip the ball out of his hands. And that is their final timeout. I'm so scared to throw the ball, guys. Mariota's already thrown for 3 interceptions today. Mariota's just going to kind of lean forward there off of that sack. But them having no timeouts left, Troy Apke with an instant tackle. And we're backing people up. He catches it, but he's out of bounds. He catches it, drops it, had it again, and dropped it again. And that is going to be a butt-clenching game, guys. Oh. If it wasn't for that one defensive touchdown, we would not have won that game. They told us not to run the ball. That's all we did was run the ball. I would say Alvin Kamara this season for league MVP, if not at least our team MVP. Because that was a rough game. That is probably one of the most rough Madden games I've ever played in my life. And I've been playing Madden for a while. I've never actually taken my backup quarterback in to the playoffs. And Mariota has an upgrade. We know them accuracies ain't there. He actually doesn't have bad accuracy. That's the weird part. He's just got really low awareness. We barely squeaked by. And we take on the New England Patriots. Cam Newton outdoing Alvin Kamara for Player of the Week. Marcus Williams with that pick 6 and 10 tackles for Defensive Player of the Week. Let's look at these upgrades. Gregory Flowers. He's actually going to end up being a slot wide receiver because he's going to take over for AJ Green's spot. But man, guys, that was... We're going to look at what they got here. What are they best at? Slow them down this year if there's any information. Do they have any players out? They won't have David Andrews for this game, which is definitely going to affect their gameplay. And going without your center is a big deal. The blitzes down the middle should be enough to mess up Cam, but we're going to end the stream there. A 3-hour stream. Thank you, everybody who came in and hung out and watched. I really appreciate it. This has just been a wild ride for this Jets team. We're in our 3rd year, finally making the playoffs. Getting deep into the playoffs. If we beat New England, we might have Justin Fields back for the Super Bowl. No, we should. And we'll also have Daryl Cannon. We'll have our full healthy team as long as nobody gets injured here. But thank you, everybody, for watching and hanging out. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the madness that is this Madden 21 rebuild of the New York Jets, with going in like the Philadelphia Eagles with Nick Foles and having to use Marcus Mariota instead of Justin Fields. And I hope you guys are enjoying it. I will catch you guys later. Peace.